What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘕𝘰𝘮. Truly appreciate you guys for being here with me. So yes, the power of the crypto system, the power of the ecosystem for cryptocurrency has continued to increase. Although today, it's kind of low. It's not really doing that well. Let's see how it looks right now. Right now, the cryptocurrency, and this is for the past 2 weeks, it has gone up dramatically. It's gone up 27% in the last 2 weeks, and this is with Bitcoin. So now I'm going to go a little bit more into detail of why cryptocurrency is absolutely exploding. The main reason why it is exploding is because of Cointelegraph announcing that there's going to be a Bitcoin ETF has come out. In fact, they said that was going to come out, but it actually turned out that it was not going to come out. So they came out with an apology right here. They said, actually, we apologize for a tweet that led to the dissemination of inaccurate information regarding the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. An internal investigation is currently underway. We are committed to transparency and will share the findings of investigation with the public once it has concluded within 3 hours. Okay, yes. So BlackRock is the largest assets under management hedge fund manager. They have about, I believe it's like $12 trillion under management. No one can stop them. They're unstoppable. Yes, it's not 12 trillion. It's actually 8.59 trillion. Assets under management. The only other entities that are even close to this are the United States GDP and China's GDP. Nothing else has a GDP that's higher than this. And this is just the assets under management, not even to talk about how much stuff is traded in between them, how much is not traded in and out of them. Okay. And Vanguard, you can see, has 7.2 trillion. Fidelity has 4.5 trillion. So these asset management companies are absolutely crazy. So anyways, they came out with a tweet that said, oh, yeah, Bitcoin ETF for BlackRock is coming out. Oh, this is going to be crazy. Whoa. And then it turns out that that's not what's going to happen, but it doesn't matter. Okay. They announced this on October 16th. And if we can look at October 16th right here, right around here, you can see that it shot up about maybe, what is that, 10%? 10% or so. It shot up in one day. Okay. But it went back down. But it doesn't matter, because the fact that the rumors are coming out means that just because it wasn't announced on October 16th doesn't mean that it's not going to be announced soon. In fact, there's many rumors that have been going around for a long time that is going to come out between the end of this year, between December and February. Okay. And we all know that the halving event is going to happen in April, and the prices of cryptocurrency usually shoot up dramatically 1 month before the last halving. In fact, the last halving was in May of 2024. You see right here, a month or 2 months before the halving happened in May of 2020, it shot up absolutely dramatically. In fact, let me zoom in right here so you can have a closer view. You see right here, the month or two before the halving happened, it shot up dramatically, all the way up until the halving happened right here. And then to the day it happened right here, right? You see, May 7th. This is the day before, like a day or two before. That was its peak. And then the halving happened on the 8th, I believe, or the 8th or the 9th. And it dropped from 9,900 to 8,000. So it dropped like 11% in one day. Okay. So we all know that the ETF is going to come out between now and probably February, March or something like that. Okay. So that's why the price is continuing to grow. Now, the Bitcoin ETF has so much power. It has so much faith within the regular people. Because regular exchanges are not as trustworthy. There's one exchange that was bolstered by Xen Bankman-Fried that took billions and billions of dollars from people, and then he just embezzled it and used it for nothing. And he's probably going to go to jail for the rest of his life. In fact, one of his hearings was earlier today. Okay, so because people don't trade exchanges, they want to have a more secure, firm way of holding their cryptocurrency. Now, I tell people, always have it in your Ledger wallet, always have it in your Treasure wallet, or worst case scenario, keep it in your MetaMask wallet, okay? Because with those aspects, you're going to have your own keys. When you do it on exchange like Binance, or when you do it on an exchange like FTX, right? They can decide to just keep your crypto, and there's nothing you can do about it because you do not own your keys. It is not self-custody. It is owned by these companies. Sure, you can try to sue them. Sure, you can try to get your money back, like from FTX right now. But billions upon billions of dollars have been lost by Xen Bankman-Fried. You might get some of the money back, but probably not. Maybe if they're able to take some of the money from them, if the law enforcement is able to take some of the billions from them, you'll get about 10% of your money back, but it doesn't really matter. Now, historically, things start to shoot up about 6 months before the halving. So 6 months before the halving 4 years ago was the end of November 2019. Okay, so you see right here, this is the end of 2019. It starts to go up, 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 up constantly. And then there's rumors of some weird disease that happened in Wuhan, China that's coming through. And then people started to be like, what? And then it was confirmed that the corona was out here and killing everybody. And then it dropped down, poof, dead, doom, died. But then when we realized that, okay, it's not as bad as the bubonic plague, it's just, 10 times more powerful than the flu. Although if you really think about it, 10 times more powerful than the flu, it's not that big of a deal, especially when it's killing most of the people in the world. Fun fact, the average age of death from the corona, I'm probably going to get demonetized for saying this, is higher than the average age of death, period. So if you think about it in a weird, crooked way, you're more likely to live longer from having corona than not having corona. You will die more quickly from everything else than you'll die more quickly from just living your life regularly than from dying from corona. Now this is not a 1-for-1 ratio, right? People with corona that were old died faster than people that didn't have corona that were old, okay? But corona was just not as deadly as you can imagine. And we all know this now because we all, see how it is. It was that big of a deal, whatever. Anyways, so because of that, right after corona crashed the market went up dramatically in like 2 months. It went back to where it was in less than 2 months. That hardly ever happens, although it does happen in crypto. But that hardly ever happens in any other crypto asset. Now, the same thing is going to happen in the future, right? Same thing is going to happen soon. Are we going to have something similar to corona? Now, maybe. I estimate, and I even said something like that in a video earlier, we might have something dramatically bad that happened like that. Right now, we're having wars that's happening with Hamas and Israel right now. So maybe there's a big, massive explosion that happens. Maybe something crazy like a dirty bomb will happen, which is a nuclear bomb that's not necessarily a nuclear fission explosion. It's more of just a release of nuclear material that's attached to a regular TNT bomb or a C4 type bomb, okay? So maybe that happens and that causes major problems. Maybe there's chemical attack. Maybe there's a ground invasion from the NATO forces that's going to happen. Let's say that happens again in February, March of next year, I mean. Yes, that will cause a very similar crash, a dramatic downturn. What is this? This was like 20% in one day or something like that. 9,000 to 3,000, I think was the lowest. So that's about a 70% crash in about a week, okay? So something very similar can happen if we have a major problem like that, but that's probably not gonna happen. I'm giving it about a 20% chance of happening. What is probably going to happen, though, is that things are going to stabilize, okay? Look here. Pretend as if this dip didn't happen. We are right here right now. We are right here, the end of November. Things are going to stabilize, and they're going to slowly grow, okay? And pretend as if this dip didn't happen. We'll just slowly grow and go back up here to 9,900 and continue to grow. All the way up. Look at this. Grow. Look at this. Look at that. This is the happening right here. That's the happening event that's going to happen April of next year. It happened in May of 2020. And it's going to shoot all the way up to the end of 2025. That's going to be 2025 right here. Bitcoin happens in 4-year cycles, and therefore cryptocurrencies happen in 4-year cycles. That's why I'm telling you guys to invest into Xen and invest into Pulsechain. And I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Let's get this money.